What's happening, Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
So today I'm here at Lionheart Tattoos. I was introduced to Chris. This is Mel's tattoo artist. He's also a painter, he's a musician, and I'm just gonna show you guys around and introduce you to him. So what do we have here? This is your artwork right here, right?
Yeah, so as you can tell, like I do like a lot of stuff that kind of pertains to like pop culture and stuff like that. Stuff I grew up on. In fact, like as a kid, like I was really heavily into like cartoons, comic books and stuff like that. So I still kind of like use that as inspiration today. That's why you might see some stuff that's like based on video games or like movies and cartoons and stuff like that. But it really got me interested in doing illustrative work. And even to this day, like as far as tattooing, like I do multiple styles, but I do a lot of like illustrative kind of like inspired pieces as well. So.
And would you say your tattoo work, the stuff you like doing, is in the same vein? You like to do this kind of stuff, pop culture stuff? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely do like doing stuff like that. But you know, I've been tattooing since like 2002, so I do have like the fundamental basics as far as like traditional work. So I do like doing a lot of stuff like that, like where tattooing originally stemmed off of. But I mean, that's like the beauty of tattooing today. You kind of use like your own style to kind of integrate with stuff that's been around for a good while. Right. And yeah, to this day, I still love doing that. And
you're 20 years deep, right?
Yeah.
20 years deep in it.
I've been tattooing longer than I haven't been. You know, than I haven't been tattooing. You know what I mean? So I started off at 18, 39 right now. So. Okay. And you're born and raised here? Yeah, born and raised in the Rio Grande Valley, Far Texas to be exact, and yeah, still awesome. Here, man, still kicking.
So let's take a little walk around, man. Show us around.
Yeah, so we got more stuff over here. A lot of the flashing you see on here is from multiple artists, not just myself. My other coworkers as well. There's 4 of us in total here, and we're all pretty diverse in terms of style. And yeah, we all just have a big love for art. And we got Vanessa, we got Anthony, and we got Nick. They're basically like my wingmen and women, yeah. So, but yeah, it's really cool to have their type of artwork around me as well, because it kind of like pushes me to do stuff as well.
Right. So let's take a walk around here on the other side.
Yeah, and this is something cool to have, see, just because when I started off, this was my original boss. His name was Kendall Tinker, and the shop name was actually Flaming Heart Tattoos. But unfortunately, he passed away in 2017, and that's when me and my coworker Oliver went ahead and took over as new owners. And the name change to Lionheart was just kind of like I guess like a step to make things easier as far as like the transition and ownership and stuff. But definitely still wanted to keep like the Flaming Heart in there. That's why we have heart within the Lionheart. So. Right. Yeah, you see some of my other stuff. A lot of my old illustrative work in here. Just some of my favorite stuff that I've had like for a really, really long time. Kind of there just to kind of remind me of, I guess, like the age and passing of my styles and stuff like that. Right, evolving. Yeah. Some more stuff right there. We even have like really old flash, just stuff that's been like from like favorite artists of the past. I like to kind of keep it around still. Here we got some awards. Yeah, I've been, I've had some good moments in tattooing as far as conventions and stuff like that. I was able to pull some wins. Still nice to see that I can kind of be up there with everyone. So it's always a pleasure to try and keep up with everybody, you know. And you're a musician too, right? You're in a band. You have a band. Yep. What do you do in the band? So in the band, I actually do vocals. It's like a death metal band. So I've been really big into metal ever since I was a kid, and because of that, you know, that's kind of like another art form in itself, you know. Right. Like I've been really big into creating music, not just like artwork. So it kind of gives me like a little bit more, I guess, like expressive feels and output when it comes to creating and stuff. So. Right. And what's the name of your band? It's a Cryptic Mutation. That's with 2 Ks. We wanted to be cool and change the C's to Ks, but yeah, that's you can find us under, you know, any of the social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And we are on a label called Redefining Darkness Records, in case you guys want to check out the album that we have on there. You guys recently just did something pretty cool. You played a festival down in Mexico City, right? Yeah, it was called Hell in Heaven Fest. It was in Toluca, Mexico, actually. And it was like a 3-day fest that had like almost like a like a dream lineup. It was insane. You know, that was when Pantera did their first reunion show. Actually, it was there at that show that we played.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, on top of that, you had all kinds of different acts. Like you had Judas Priest. I think Kiss did like their last like Mexico tour there at that particular show. But you had like so many heavy hitters there, man. It was really great.
And the crowds there are just insane.
Yeah, the crowds are actually really special there because there's like just a bunch of people that go out. Yeah, the crowds are actually really special there because there's like just a bunch of people that go out there and fly in there as well. On top of that, they're all pretty much like sweethearts, man. Like those metalheads, like they know how to spread the love. So
yeah,
it's great.
So what do you prefer, man? Do you prefer art, tattooing, music? Which one's grabbing your passion more?
You know, I think it's cool to have like all of that, like I guess like under my belt, just because I kind of am able to like not be so stressed out just from like one thing, you know what I mean? Like I kind of get to spread my energy amongst like different things that I like doing.
Bounce around.
Yeah, and it kind of like, it kind of helps out too, like I said, because I've never felt like, oh, I'm tired of doing this, you know what I mean? I get to break away doing different things, especially stuff that I love and I get to be creative with, so.
Right. Yeah, for me, man, like I was telling you earlier, I started tattooing and painting at the same time, but my passion was to paint and be an artist. So, you know, I finally got that opportunity to break off into it.
Yeah.
And so I seen your Instagram page and you're posting these eggs and these bowling pins you paint.
Yeah.
Those are really cool and you don't have any here today.
No, I don't actually. But yeah, like I kind of like just finding random things to paint on, you know, it kind of, I kind of feel like it gives me like a little bit of like a creative edge. Like, oh, I've never, you know, really painted an egg. Like, let's paint an egg, you know what I mean? Or a bowling pin. It's just something that I like doing, you know. I'll find someone else to paint, try and paint something funny, you know. Yeah.
And you sell those off of your Instagram? Like if somebody goes to your page and sees something they like?
Yeah, like I do commission work. If not, like whenever I do like tattoo conventions or just conventions in general, I'll usually set up shop there, like with my my paintings and all that. That way, in case people, if they're not looking to get tattooed but they want to take something home, they'll have something to choose from.
Right.
Artwork, so.
Right. And if anybody is ever down here in this area, they'll be able to see your tattoos on your page, your art. They can come down here and try to schedule something with you if they'd like to get a tattoo. Or they can even catch your band live, right?
Yeah,
I would like to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, that's the beauty of social media, you know. You get to kind of put it out there, like what it is we're doing. And, you know, if you see anything that you like, or if like you're curious about anything that I might possibly be able to do for y'all, just, you know, hit me up. I'd love to try and do some commission work, you know. Meeting new people, new customers, it's always something I enjoy doing. So.
Right. Well, I hope this video, man, I can spread your name to people that don't know about you down here at the border, you know.
Yeah, Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah. So I appreciate your time today, Chris. And
thank you. Appreciate it too.
I'll add all your tags and try to get some people to follow you and check you out.
Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you, man.
It. Take it easy.
So let's go.
All right. So last year I was on an episode of Supermarket Sweep Season 2. It was a rebooted series that they had from back in the day. And I was very adamant about getting on there, man. Like I was determined to be on there. I almost like manifested it. And sure enough, like when Season 2, they had open casting for it. I went ahead and I left work right away, and I went ahead and I just gave it my all, man. Like I basically went about it kind of like the way a WWF superstar would be when they're cutting a promo. I was telling them why they needed me, not so much why I wanted to be on there, but I told them why they needed me on there. And I kind of used like my background as like a tattoo artist, also a video game competitor. I've been doing that for years now too. But also I used the main, I guess like not gimmick, but the main focus was that we'd be the first metal band on that TV show. And, you know, on top of that, I told them like the type of community work I've done like for, you know, schools and stuff like that. So I didn't want them to be like, oh, this guy's too extreme. He's like all metal, right? But no, they really loved the fact that I had like almost like multiple like personas that were genuine, you know. So I got the call basically like within like 5 days, I'd say, of submitting my resume. And then, yeah, from there, like I said, it was just showtime, man. I went ahead and did what they asked. It was like a few interviews that took place within the span of maybe like a month and a half. Me and my partner, who happened to be the guitarist of my band, Fred, we basically showed them what we had, you know what I mean? And they loved it. They said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and fly you out there. Flew us out there to California. It was really cool, man, because they were all super sweet to us. Like nobody had a bad attitude. They basically treated us as if we like already won, you know what I mean, before even competing. And yeah, it was a great experience because like I was so like focused. Like I knew exactly what I had to do to win on that show. And I don't want to spoil everything, but we did not lose. So we're on season 2, episode 12, in case you guys want to check it out. Our team name was Team Guac and Roll, you know. They love the whole like food themed team names, and it was cool to hear them say that we had one of the best names, which, you know, it was just a great feeling, just because I felt like that game show day was truly meant to be, man. And it's something that even though it sounds like really crazy, it still was very special to me, man. So like I said, season 2, episode 12, Supermarket Sweep, check it out, Team Guac and Roll.
Hell yeah.